Hey everyone, it's Rob Ryder. Today I started a petition to direct the Secretary of the Treasury to declare certified acts of terrorism for insurance claim validation. And I'll be putting the link to this petition in the box on the YouTube video. So please share it, and we need to get 100,000 signatures. All right, so basically you go to this website and you fill this box in here, and hey, you know, I'm one closer to having it done. But what does it say? Well, liability and other insurance policies include an endorsement covering certified acts of terrorism. Under the Terrorism Risk Insurance Act, certified acts of terrorism means an act that's certified by the Secretary of the Treasury. Both the President and Attorney General are on record that the violent riots during May and June 2020 that have caused millions, even billions of dollars of damage to businesses of all sizes are acts of domestic terrorism by terrorist organizations. We, the people of the United States, demand the Secretary of Treasury certify the violent acts of these past weeks as acts of terrorism to validate our insurance claims under this act. So it's really that simple. If the Secretary of the Treasury will just certify, however he does that, and it's all in the act, I'm not going to get into that right now, but whatever he needs to do to certify, then if you have liability insurance or any other style of insurance that has this Terrorism Risk Insurance Act endorsement or certificate or whatever they call it in your policy, well, then you can file a claim against your insurance. You don't file it against Antifa's insurance. They don't have insurance. This is, a special provision made by a special act. It's called the Terrorism Risk Insurance Act. So just yesterday, the mayor of Minneapolis is talking about the billions of dollars of money they're going to need from the federal government to rebuild. Well, they don't really. The Secretary of the Treasury can certify those acts, and they can file a claim against their insurance and let the insurance company pay for it. Why should the people, the United States, pay for it? Let the insurance company pay. And so if you've not followed me before and you've been sent this video because of this one particular thing I'm asking, I do a lot of videos, and you can find them on Rob Ryder, ROBBBRYDER. And this idea of this insurance, started like, there's just the last one I did, All Lives Matter, but only I kneel for Jesus. In that video, I'm showing parts of this act and where the Secretary or the Attorney General has certified already. I mean, he's already said that these are acts of terror. So, that's one of the conditions that it takes for the Secretary of the Treasury. And so I'll just read that real quick. Let's just, I'll give you a little background. You can do the rest of the research yourself. It isn't hard to find online. But here's an example of what you would find in an insurance policy. Important notice to policyholders, Terrorism Risk Insurance Act as amended. Under the Terrorism Risk Insurance Act as amended, we must make coverage for certified acts of terrorism available in policies we offer. We notified you at the time of the offer and purchase of the policy of which this notice is attached that this coverage was available, and we gave you the right to reject our offer of such terrorism coverage. If you elected to purchase the coverage, the premium charge for such coverage is shown on the declaration page of the policy. If you elected to reject the coverage, we have not charged your policy for terrorism coverage and have attached a terrorism exclusion to your policy. Well, as it turns out, they have to put these in your policy, and it goes down to define then what is a certified act of terrorism, and it's really this simple. As defined by Section 102(1) of the Act, that's the Terrorism Risk Insurance Act, means an act that is certified by the Secretary of Treasury in consultation with the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Attorney General of the United States to be an act of terrorism. To be a violent act or an act that is dangerous to human life, property, infrastructure, that have resulted in damage within the United States or outside the United States, in the case of certain air carriers or vessels on or the premises of a United States mission, and to have been committed by an individual or individuals as part of an effort to coerce the civilian population of the United States or to influence the policy or affect the conduct of the United States government by coercion. And if that isn't what these riots have been, I don't know what is. Well, the president has already agreed. He's already said it's domestic terrorism. And so has the attorney general. So, right, whatever they need to do to get the frickin' Secretary of Treasury to declare that they're certified acts of terrorism is really all I'm asking for. Because upon doing that, then that validates for us our ability to file a claim against our insurance policy. This isn't against Antifa's. You're going to file your claim against your insurance based on this act. And this would be a big help to any business that's had their property damaged in all these different cities. If you know any of them people, please send them a copy of this video and tell them, hey, sign up for this so that we can get the 100,000 signatures that it's going to take to hopefully get the president, who's already said it's terrorism, to tell the frickin' Secretary of the Treasury that it's terrorism and have him do his duty. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. God bless. And if you want to know more about what I've been talking about, just go back and watch this All Lives Matter, but I only kneel for Jesus. Actually, I would suggest you go all the way back to, I don't know, how about here? Governor, I'm not judging you. I am prosecuting you. Right? That'll tell you about the fact that none of these entities or none of these persons that we're dealing with have a proper oath of office. They really don't have any authority, and they're really part of the terrorist organization. But for now, I don't need all that. I just need the Secretary of the Treasury to say that what happened is a certified act of terrorism, and then people can file an insurance claim. And that'll be a wonderful day. Okay, like I said, I'll drop a link in the window. You all have a good day now, and God bless. Bye-bye.